We opened on a university campus. The sun is set and night is setting in. We pan across the screen to see the Department of Archeology. What secrets shall we unearth this time? Let's find out. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
Kids, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ethan.
And whoa, what are we covering this week? There's a mummy. I think we've got all our Universal monsters now.
I think this checks off the last box, yeah.
Because, we got a bunch of them in, the last episode, and now we have the mummy.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's Scooby-Doo and a mummy, too.
Yeah! Roll credits.
I feel like that... how are we feeling about this title?
It's accurate. There is a mummy.
It
Scooby's
is.
also there.
I feel like it's too early to start, titles and this too.
Yeah, it's a little bit lazy. They just wanted to have a rhyme. Though, I know that this is a pun, and I know that it's terrible, but Are You My Mummy would have worked so much better.
There's a movie later that's Where's My Mummy?
Okay.
So they get that pun in there. They do.
I'm glad they're able to capitalize on that at some point.
Are you my mummy?
Charlie. Oh boy.
You're welcome. Trauma.
Terrible.
You're welcome. I had to make the Doctor Who reference. It has nothing to do with actual Egyptian mummies.
Nope, just the way British people refer to moms.
Yep. No, I'm wondering where we get the word mummy from.
As in, the wrapped in cloth people, or the mom thing?
Yes, this is Charlie wondering now.
All right, well, let's go down this road together.
This is a rabbit hole. New rabbit hole. Oh. Medieval Latin and Arabic. Okay.
I'm saying it comes from the Persian word for...
Yeah, there's Persian too.
For
Mum
bitumen?
meaning wax.
Bitumen?
For what?
Bitumen. It's something that's used in mummification.
Bitumen
is a black, viscous petroleum byproduct that's composed of complex hydrocarbons. It contains calcium, sulfur, iron, and hydrogen. Bitumen is also known as asphalt, tar, or pitch. Okay, say that.
Bro, I'm just on the mummy Wikipedia page, and it was just it means asphalt.
Okay.
So
I didn't know mummies were preserved with asphalt. This is new for me.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sure.
Why do you think they use formaldehyde? That I don't know.
English term mummy. Fun things. There's just a lot of stuff there.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing something from
Arabic,
the universe.
And Persian.
Okay.
Combined, that all becomes mummy.
Okay.
Very cool.
Well, the first thing I saw is from the University of Sydney, which is what I was reading to you before.
Oh.
What?
Oh, so the stuff that mummies are prepared with is called mia?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, this was Charlie being I'm just wondering about the etymology of this word because I've never thought about this before, but it sounds interesting to me.
Etymology is something that I'm interested in but never devote any time to.
Yes, not to be confused with entomology, which is about bugs.
That's true. I do not spend a lot of time on either, but I definitely spend less on entomology because bugs scare me.
I've also made this joke twice on podcasts this week now, so people listening to my things can tell when I record things.
Charlie.
No.
Oh
it's gonna be funny. Okay, so what's happening here? I guess the gang have we theorized on how old they are? I feel like we've been they're teens, late teens. Maybe.
I think that they're in their late teens. 17 or 18.
Okay. They're going to a college university to help this professor. Maybe they're buddies. Maybe Velma was taking a college course with them. We don't really know why they're here. They're just
unclear.
They're just buddies with the professor. What was his name? He has a name?
I don't think he has a name.
No, just the professor? Okay, maybe it is just the professor. Well...
Yeah, he's not named. Man. Yeah, the wiki just labels him as the professor.
Also, he's voiced by Scooby, just so you know.
Love that for him.
That's Professor Do. That's his name now. Professor Do.
Professor Do. That is canon now.
So yeah, he's just hey kids, look at this cool mummy I got. As his colleague is oh, but this mummy is cursed. Woo! Yes. Of course it's cursed because it's a mummy and this is like the trope.
Yeah.
Forever. I want to know when that trope started. Like,
do we want to go down that rabbit hole, Charlie?
No, I don't think I want to go down that rabbit hole right this minute because I think that's just, I don't know, whenever the first Mummy movie was made, possibly.
The Universal one or
that,
just like in general?
Just in general. You know what I mean? Like when people, you know what? It probably originated in the 1920s when people were obsessed with mummies. Remember when people used to eat mummies?
I was going to bring up that exact thing. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that? Disgusting. Hate
Gross.
it.
Cannibalism.
Worst. But it's cannibalism, but of like already super dead people. Like that's
cannibals eat dead people too, Charlie.
No, I mean like it's super worse because I'm just like these are people that like it's not fresh meat, if you know what I mean.
No, it's like a human sausage.
It's like a human raisin. It's a raisin.
It is a raisin.
Mummies are human raisins.
Yeah, well, they definitely look the part.
I mean, they're just wrapped and bandaged up, you know, raisins.
But even when you take them off, if you take the bandages off, like the mummies still look like raisin-like.
You know, they've aged like fine wine.
No, they've aged like milk.
No, they haven't.
They've aged like milk.
Yeah, but you know, that's how you make wines and things. They're people who have just fermented.
Among other things, yes.
Yeah, among so many other things. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was trying to make weird food jokes.
The mummy's cursed. That's where we left off.
The mummy is cursed, as are like all mummies. I want to know if this is a racist thing or if this is like I want to know where it came from, but I also don't want to look this up right now.
Charlie, we can go down that rabbit hole together. It doesn't have to be for very long.
Why are mummies cursed? Why are Egyptian things cursed? Okay, Curse of the Pharaohs? This is like a thing?
It's a thing.
Why is there a Wikipedia?
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Does not differentiate between thieves and archaeologists. Well, that's because archaeologists are kind of thieves.
They are.
It's fine. You're learning about stuff, but you're also stealing at the same time. Unless you're leaving it with the people it belongs to.
Mm-hmm.
Curses relating to tombs are extremely rare.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you, I guess.
Private tombs, the Old Kingdom era. Okay, there's like a specific tomb, Ankh Tifi. There's a warning: any ruler who ... shall do evil or wickedness to this coffin ... may Hemen not accept any goods he offers, and may his heir not inherit. And then there's like another one, Kentika. God, Ikheki.
That's my best guess.
Okay, and this other one says, as for all men who shall enter this my tomb ... impure ... there will be judgment ... an end shall be made for him ... I shall seize his neck like a bird ... I shall cast the fear of myself into him.
Choke me, Pharaoh Daddy.
God, Ethan.
It went into my head and I could not stop myself.
Yeah, you really couldn't. I just realized my... Okay. Yeah, so I guess curses did technically exist in like a couple instances, but they're not actually a common thing. My brain was just like, is this one of those things where white people are just like, but the locals are like, don't go in there, don't go in there. They're like, they probably think it's cursed or whatever, you know?
Whereas like...
That's where my brain was heading.
Well, from what I'm reading, it started with the uncovering of Tutankhamun's tomb. That's where like that whole like stereotype began.
Yeah, was no curse in his tomb.
And like we were saying before, the Universal horror film The Mummy from 1932 does in fact have this trope in it.
Well, yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Okay, why? But why? Where did this? Oh, just because somebody died, they were like, "Wow, the tomb's cursed." That's it.
Well, the deaths attributed to Tutankhamun's curse, there were 5 different people who died.
Okay. Well, the only mention on the Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. If I look okay, there's a it's fine. Don't worry. People can die sometimes, and it's not bad luck or what have you.
No,
it's just bad timing.
Anyway, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah, this mummy is not any person that exists.
No, because I looked it up and all I got was the fan wiki for this episode. So
yep. That's all you would get. The Mummy of Anka, which is honestly, it's just a bastardization of like the Egyptian Ankh.
Or the character from Animal Crossing.
There's a character in Animal Crossing
named Anka, yes.
Okay.
She's a cat, and she's like yellow and blue.
It's spelled the same way. Oh my god! Why? Of course, one of the first things I find when I Google it is like sexy Animal Crossing character.
Fuck me sideways.
I mean, if you're into it.
Charlie.
Listen, people are into furries, okay?
I know.
People alone.
I am not one of those people, but I'm sure someone is.
Does that mean that she's in, like, is she in the newest game? Is she in the Switch game?
Yeah.
Now I want to know.
She is.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, because when I played that game, like everyone was in early COVID, I did get that far.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna mentally change the mummy in this episode to the Animal Crossing character.
Love that.
There we go.
So
even though it's still just like, it's such a thing.
What's a thing, Charlie?
Why are there images of her wearing like bandages?
You're still stuck on the Animal Crossing stuff, aren't you?
I'm still stuck on it. I'm sorry. I have ADHD. Leave me alone. Okay. So yeah, there's a mummy. It's actually an Animal Crossing character. The colleague of the professor, who actually has a name. Wow, look at that.
Dr. Najib is his name.
Mm-hmm. And he's wearing a fez, because fezzes are cool.
Fezzes are cool, bow ties are cool. Let's just get that out of the way. I may not know much about Doctor Who, but I do know that.
Good job. I'm so glad. Meanwhile, while they're hearing about this curse, if somebody takes the mummy out of the tomb, yada yada yada, bad shit'll happen. Scooby is playing with a cat that may or may not be made of stone, and then there's another cat right next to it. I'm very confused. This is Scooby shenanigans, and also harassment of animals, as he does.
He just likes to harass small animals for no reason.
He does.
Which, given that he's a Great Dane, there's a lot of smaller animals than that.
Yeah. I can't wait for later Scooby-Doo when instead he befriends all the small animals instead of harassing them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we find Cool Coin. It has a beetle on it. It's amazing. Shaggy gets to touch it. So...
Which, I'm no archaeologist, but you probably shouldn't touch that with your bare hands.
If
it's as old as the professor claims it to be.
You shouldn't just hand it to a teenager.
No.
Willy-nilly. You can be like, hey, look at it, behind class.
Mm-hmm.
Or while wearing the special gloves in our little department over here, you know?
Yeah. Or have you seen those glass cages where they have the gloves that are bolted on to the outside and you put your hands through? Like that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the professor sends the kids to get some sandwiches, and then, oh no, he's alone in his office. What could happen? Dun dun dun! The mummy is gone!
Oh, no!
Never would have suspected that.
Nope.
We're at the malt shop. The guy behind the counter is also voiced by Shaggy, which is hilarious based on the scene that happened.
I mean, Casey Kasem is just a very talented voice actor, so...
True. Rest in peace, Casey Kasem.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we getting for sandwiches? We're not getting anything for the rest of the gang. We're just getting it for probably Shaggy and Scooby and maybe the professor?
I'm
confused. There's 3 sandwiches. So...
Good question.
Are we that tight with the professor that he's got the Shaggy Scooby appetite? He's voiced by Scooby, so maybe he does.
Maybe they are just that close. Unclear.
Unclear. But we get what kind of sandwiches? What kind are they, Ethan?
Liverwurst a la mode, which is not a combination of words that I like hearing.
Why? Okay, my brain had to remember what liverwurst is.
It's a sausage made of liver.
I was like, I know that's liver, but what is... Okay.
Which, I don't know if you've had it before.
I don't believe so.
I can't imagine you would like it, because you're just a very picky person, but...
True. I do like sausage, but I don't
I don't think you'd like this kind. Because liver, I've had it one time. Have you ever, if you've ever cut your finger and sucked on it, that's what liver tastes like.
It tastes like blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Salty.
I mean, well, yeah.
Yum.
And metallic. That's the other big thing. Just metal.
Yum.
Gross.
Ethan, I have no problem sucking my own blood.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's like cow or pig blood, depending on the type of liverwurst you get.
True.
So
There is a difference for me. I do like my meat to be medium well to well done. I don't like seeing the meat bloody.
okay. Well, but liverwurst is a cured meat, so there's no like juices involved at all.
Interesting.
So let me see.
Who knows? Maybe this will be my new thing. I'll try it.
We'll
Liverwurst and ice
see.
cream. I don't know
It's
about liverwurst
strawberry
and
ice
on a
cream
sandwich,
too.
though, but on a sandwich.
Yeah, the ice
That's
cream would
also
not
the
do
other
well.
question.
The ice cream would not do well, in my opinion, because it's a cured meat, so it's very salty. Plus the ice cream, which is sweet.
Yeah, my brain says like it's salty and sweet, and that goes together. It's the bread that's not doing it for me here.
Yeah, just on plain white bread, that's a no from me.
Because you know what I love? So when I have ice cream, you know what I really crave right after it? Cheez-Its. Because I'm like,
Interesting.
I need the salty right after I have the sweet. Like,
see, normally I do the other way around. I have salty first, sweet later.
No, I'm sorry. You're just incorrect.
Sure. Anyway, Shaggy tries to pay the cook with the old Egyptian coin that he pickpocketed from the professor's
He didn't
lab.
Even pickpocket it. The professor was just like, "Hey, look at it," and never asked for it back.
Nope.
Because they're all dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "What is this kooky old coin?" And then we give him what he asked for. But as they leave, the man is like, "Liverwurst and ice cream. What'll they think of next?" But it's like it's Shaggy's voice making fun of Shaggy's appetite. So it's funny.
So I want to point this out at the beginning. Archaeology is spelled wrong on the outside of this building.
Wait, where? Let me see this.
It's missing a second A.
Oh my god! Let me see. Is this
pretty sure?
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm sure.
No, it's a different spelling.
What?
I think it's a different spelling because let's see. When I look up the spelling that they're giving me, it gives me the dictionary, Oxford, and then it has both spellings on there.
Oh, well, I don't know. I've always known to spell archaeology ARCHAEOLLGY. It's spelled ARCHELEOLOGY. So
variants no, there's both spellings.
So I guess they're both acceptable.
Merriam-Webster has the same thing. Even Wikipedia has both. Let's see. Okay, Wikipedia has a footnote from ancient Greek, blah, 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 blah. American English usually does not use AE spellings, but
that's weird.
The AE spelling is standard across English-speaking world, including the United States.
Okay.
So
maybe this is just a product of it being during the Cold War, and they're like, I'm not gonna have my commies infiltrate my spelling for something.
I don't know, man. I have no thoughts head empty about why there's a missing, since the Greek word it comes from literally has the A in it, too.
Right.
So, oh no. Yeah, weird linguistic things with Charlie and Ethan.
Yep.
That's what we're here today to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, we go back. And what happened to the professor?
He's turned to stone.
Oh no, Medusa was here.
Dun dun.
Or maybe it was the mummy. I guess.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Did Shaggy... Okay, Shaggy said he's turned to 14 karat stone. Is that... I feel like that's not how that works.
It's not. Carats are how you measure the quality of jewelry.
Yeah,
so
that's why I'm just like, that's fun. Because it's Shaggy being real dumb.
Yep. Generally, let me double check.
We have to fact check everything today.
Okay.
That's a type of
so
podcast.
When it comes to gold, so carat is used to measure the purity of gold. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The purest gold can get is 24 carats.
Yes, I know that.
Most people do not have that kind of money. So, so the lower the number is compared to 24 means it's that, whatever the difference is that much like other metal that's in whatever piece of jewelry you have. So, fun fact with Ethan.
Fun facts with Ethan. You're welcome.
Did you just do that off the cuff?
Yes.
Love that for you.
I do random music sting for no reason. This is my life.
It is.
All right, so we look around for some clues, and hey, look, the mummy is missing, and somebody broke some glass, I guess, to steal the mummy. Or wait, the glass is going the wrong way.
Oh no!
It was the mummy. The mummy got up and walked away. Yeah, so we gotta go find different clues. We gotta go find the mummy. My favorite clue.
Yep. Also, a great movie starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
The bisexuals.
Indeed.
They're going feral for that movie.
Absolutely feral. It's back in theaters.
Yeah.
As of recording this for the 25th anniversary of it.
What was it about like that era that had like all the men with like the middle part floppy hair, you know? Like
yeah, the 90s
like,
was a weird time.
The Mummy, Anastasia, Titanic.
Even
What's
like
up with
Treasure
this?
Planet, which came out
Treasure Planet
technically
too.
after the 90s, but it was definitely in production in the 90s.
It's still like it's part of this.
Yeah.
It's part of this murder board of all the things connected.
Mm-hmm. All the red yarn.
You know, all that red yarn. As you know, I'm Charlie Day.
That's the meme for this episode.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Shaggy, Scooby, and Velma are off looking for the mummy while Daphne and Fred go somewhere else. And Shaggy and Scooby have apparently done their best Johnny Appleseed cosplay.
Yeah. We got pots and pans, we got a broom, we're trying to protect ourselves from the mummy, and hey look, we open a door, there he is. Fuck, gotta run!
Does this mean the mummy's gay because he came out of the closet?
Hey! Why does this sound like a your mom joke? Your mom's gay. Your mummy is gay. Here you go.
Oh boy. Somebody's going to take that soundbite out of context, I guarantee you.
You're welcome. I'm gay.
Indeed you are.
There we go. Okay, so we've grabbed Velma, we're running, we are hiding from the mummy, and we have to do some disguises. Shaggy is like a Roman soldier, Velma I think is Cleopatra.
Yeah, they dress up as Mark Antony and Cleopatra.
Right. Sorry. Obviously, it has to be Mark and Cleo. My bad. Most famous.
Someone didn't read the Egyptology books when they were in elementary school.
My brain was just like, that's a dude in Roman. I can't think right now. That's all I got, man. I'm sleepy.
Fair enough. Anyway, Scooby's hiding in pots, and he can teleport, apparently.
Duh!
Because why the hell not?
Why wouldn't he be able to teleport? He's Scooby-Doo. He has every power in the book.
Indeed.
So of course, Velma's wearing like a feather thing. It tickles her nose. She sneezes, revealing herself, and then Scooby's just like building the pot back around him to hide.
Which doesn't work because he used no glue.
Yeah, he should have grabbed the glue from Hammerspace.
Indeed.
But
he grabs other stuff from Hammerspace here in a minute.
Literally, this is the gimmick section.
Right.
We're running away from the mummy, and then we're like, hey, Scooby, you have to protect us from this mummy. He wants our coin. We're not going to give it to him because clearly we can't give him the coin.
Also, the mummy speaks English.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
No one's thought about that. Not at all.
Nope.
So we're like, would you do it for a Scooby snack? And then Scooby eats the whole fucking box. And now he's like super Scooby. He's gonna beat up this mummy. Punches him.
Well, his arm turns into an accordion when he tries to do that.
Yeah. So then he's gonna come back as super karate Scooby, chop him a few times, and then nothing happens once again. He's like, ow, my hands.
Which given what we find out later, how? That's just a dude in there.
That dude must be like secretly jacked, just like Velma is.
Just like Velma. A lot of secretly jacked people in this show.
So many. Like, they just have rock hard abs.
Yeah, clearly.
Or maybe, like, he's also secretly covered in stone underneath. He's got a lot of cement that's quick drying.
He does have a lot of quick dry cement, that's true, but why would you carry that on you? It's heavy.
Yeah. So Scooby comes out with one last disguise, and he's like, do bye. He dances out and he deserts them, so...
Then he does pull a literal hammer and nails from Hammerspace.
He does. Because he comes, like, right back as the mummy's not focused on him. He's like, okay, now I'm gonna stop him from getting to my friends.
Yes.
And just nail him to the floor, because that's going to hold the mummy forever. Just, like, nail the bandages.
I guess Scooby thought that if he unraveled the mummy, it would fall apart.
He also thought that that would unravel the mummy instead of just, like, get broken off.
Yeah.
You thought this mummy who was, like, super jacked wasn't going to be able to break that?
How would Scooby know that?
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of logic, so...
No, he doesn't.
All right, we go to Fred and Daphne. What are we gonna find in Dr. Najib's car?
A statue of him!
Even though he left hours ago! Why is his car still here? Why is there a statue? What's happening?
Unclear.
And then we're like, well, the mummy's gone. Where'd it go? We couldn't show it to Fred and Daphne. It ran away. But we have the bandage.
Yes. And Velma is gonna
Does science.
carbon date it or
She's
something?
gonna do some science on it.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Same discipline.
Yeah.
I mean, Scooby's performing magic right behind them.
I mean, he is. He drinks random liquids, briefly has his head become a frog's head, and then turns back into a dog.
Either that, or he just became super high again.
That is also possible, but only for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. He's just like, whoa, I just had the weirdest trip, and it's already over. Mummy shows up. Coin! Nope, we're getting the fuck out of here. Smoke screen! Ah! And we finally find Fred and Daphne, but Scooby's still inside the room with the mummy. Oh
Dun,
no!
dun.
What's gonna happen? And
They
gone.
escape through the back window.
They're both
Oh
gone.
no.
What are we gonna do? So people are turning to stone, and now Scooby is missing, and so is the mummy. I wonder what'll happen now.
They find Scooby turned to stone out by the shed.
Shaggy, right now, like this poor man.
His heart is
boy.
broken.
He's like, my
It's
best
like-
friend is gone. He's turned to stone. And then Scooby, they're outside. They're in a different location. Scooby like tunnels, and then he's right there with Shaggy. He's also hugging the stone statue and crying because
Yep.
they're in the moment.
Yeah.
In the moment. So we got two Scoobies. I
Mhm.
wonder what this means. I love Fred saying we gotta dig up some answers on this mystery because this is an archaeology episode.
But
Hey.
So apparently, in this universe, Pharaoh Anka was the most feared ruler of all of Egypt and the richest. So love that for him.
I think I love Shaggy saying, "Oh, so it's a riches to rags story," because he was rich and then he was dead, a mummy.
So it's a real knee slapper, Shaggy.
Sometimes I do in fact like Shaggy's like really dumb humor. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not like it's the most hilarious thing. I'm just like, that's funny.
Yeah. So who finds him in the office but the
The
mummy? Dun,
mummy.
dun.
As they're looking at this other weird artifact,
Mhm.
it looks like a fun hippo goddess that I personally love.
Oh, Tawaret?
We gotta love Tawaret. We gotta
Did I
love her.
pronounce that wrong?
I don't fucking know how to pronounce her name, but I do love her. Okay, in whatever media we are discussing her in. Tawaret.
I'm guessing
Tawaret.
you've watched Moon Knight by now.
I've watched Moon Knight and I've read the Kane Chronicles. Okay. I also love hippos.
Really? I thought
Yes,
tigers are more your thing.
Tigers are my favorite animal, but my childhood favorite stuffy is a hippo. Therefore, I have a soft spot for hippos forever and always.
Valid.
So they're
Sneaky,
just
dangerous
little
animals, too.
They're just little guys who, if you get up in their face, they will be like, "Arr, arr, arr." They'll chomp at you.
Yeah.
It's me. It's me. Don't get up in my face. I'll fuck you
Or you'll
up.
chomp them. You'll chomp somebody.
I will. You're welcome.
Thank you,
Nom, nom,
Charlie.
nom, nom,
No.
nom. Okay. But there's like a beetle on the statue. Huh? There's a beetle on the coin. Wonder if this is related.
Hmm.
But not important because the mummy's here. And he's mad. We gotta get the fuck out.
So they run into the wood shop at this
They do.
college,
I
and
thought they were in the
Daphne.
archaeology department.
What?
I thought they were in the archaeology department.
They may not
Like-
have been, like, after they went outside to get Scooby.
Oh, did they just go into like the library? Like whatever?
I don't know.
I'm very confused on what location.
Me too. But Daphne turns on a saw.
She's danger prone Daphne.
Oh, no. That apparently can defy gravity
Yes. When they
and
wrote
has the
Defying
longest
Gravity,
extension cord known to man.
when they wrote the song Defying Gravity, they were talking about this saw actually. Didn't you know?
Oh my god.
So what
Listeners,
is this
Charlie's
saw
wearing
do?
a shirt with Wicked on it.
I am in fact. I forgot that fact when I said the thing though. So but the saw, what does it do? It makes a perfect like oval around the gang,
Sure.
and then they all fall into the pool because the pool, the wood shop, and whatever place has this important book about the mummy of Anka are all in this same building.
Yeah.
I'm very confused about this college. What is happening?
Me too. There's no dedicated buildings for subjects. Like,
Nope.
that's how my college was laid out anyway.
You know what? This is also like this second episode we've been like in water and something is like coming directly at us.
That's true. Also, How was the saw moving through the water?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I feel like it should have short-circuited already.
It should have. The moment it hit the water, it should have just straight up died.
And probably electrocuted, like, whoever
Everyone.
of the gang had their toes dipped in the water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most shoes have rubber soles, so it may not have affected it that much, but I don't
They
know.
might have been okay because they were on the wood, maybe? I don't know.
Wood's not a good conductor of electricity, so it's okay.
My brain was just like, I think Scooby had his tail in the water, so maybe he would have died.
Maybe not died, but definitely gotten shocked.
Yeah.
Some sort of electrical burn at the very least.
This saw just can swim. It's fine.
Sure.
But it dies when it hits the edge of the pool. So we get out of the pool. Shaggy's tired. He sits down. All four of his legs.
On the mummy's lap.
All four
which
of his
I'm
legs
like,
are tired.
Okay. So Kelly and I were watching this yesterday, and what did she say? She said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, Shaggy likes older men."
I mean, I don't wanna I don't wanna insinuate this with Shaggy and the mummy in this episode.
No, Charlie, it's a joke.
I know.
I'm not taking it seriously.
It had to be said. It had to be said. I think Shaggy's into anything that will shag him. That's why he's called Shaggy.
A pansexual.
Obviously. And now we are running the fuck away from the mummy yet again into possibly the same little shack from earlier.
It's at the very least closer to the shack.
Yeah, and then the mummy's right behind us and is immediately like boarding this place up like Cask of Amontillado style, like
yeah, just laying a brick wall
in front of the door, so they
in front
can't
of the
get
door, which like
this might
Charlie,
be one of like the most like I'm going to kill these people.
Yeah,
that one of these villains has been.
Yeah, because like yes. You can get out, and they do, but like, I don't know if we've ever built a brick wall before. I have. It takes a lot longer than 15 seconds to make a wall 3 feet high.
This man has quick drying cement and rock hard abs. He can lift those bricks and he can dry it so fast.
Apparently.
Don't worry about it.
Dr. Najib is in the wrong field here. Like, homie could have been a superhero if he wanted to.
Clearly. Yeah, spoilers, it was Dr. Najib.
Yeah. And who do we find tied up in the shed? The professor, which we are calling Professor Do.
He's right here. He's fine. But we're not going to worry about him right now. We got to get the fuck out of here. And we're
so
using
Shaggy
a lawnmower?
gags him again.
Yes. Of course. That's what you do. Just leave the person.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yep.
This is a lawnmower. Yes, that they're using to get the fuck out of there. Like...
I don't know if you've ever used a push mower before, Charlie. They're not that powerful.
I have used a push mower. They're definitely not that powerful. But it's what we're doing today, and it's what broke us out of this little shack. I guess this was a poorly made shack, so that's why.
I mean...
maybe he was going to make a brick wall around the whole thing. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
So
also, we talk about the way the mummy runs. I've always found it to be kind of goofy.
Why? What? Wait, what's he doing? What's the mummy doing?
The hand over hand thing where he's like...
because he's got to do like the hands outstretched thing, because that's...
yeah.
I mean, that's a mummy thing, and it's also just a Scooby-Doo villain thing in general. They have to
or
have
like a zombie thing.
True.
Depending on the media.
True. Yeah. But it's also just like Scooby-Doo villains have to be hands outstretched like they're going to grab you, because that's the scariest possible thing to happen, I guess.
Yep. So
strange
Shaggy and Scooby bust through the doors to the gymnasium with this lawnmower.
Where their other friends are hiding. Shaggy falls off of it. The mummy was also trying to get into the gym to run away from this lawnmower. And now Scooby and the mummy are on top of it together. They're going all around. And then they bump into that's a vaulting horse.
Yeah.
And then suddenly we're on a trampoline. This is not just a gymnasium. This is like specifically a gym, you know?
Yeah,
like
for gymnastics.
For gymnastics. And also basketball. Because Scooby jumps up high. He gets on those like cool gymnast rings and then kicks the mummy into the basketball hoop, earning 2 points. Yay.
I don't know how far away he was. It could have been 3.
It could have been 3. You're right. Anyway, you take the stuff off, and it's Dr. Najib. Who would have guessed? It was the only non-white person in the episode. Bro, you made fezzes not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
like
the worst of the racist Scooby-Doo episodes, but that's not saying a whole lot.
It's really not, and it I don't like it.
I mean, when we're also like we've already this is archaeology. We're already stealing from cultures, and then
That's
we're like,
true.
hey, the guy who we're technically stealing from some of his culture because he's
presumably
they say that
Egyptian. We don't know.
I mean, that is like the assumption I believe that they're trying to make here is that like he knows all about it.
Yeah.
That would be his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, he was in the wrong because he wanted to, you know, I mean,
he wanted
money,
wanted the money, which like that's not great, but like
but also maybe he was like, I don't know, wanted to keep the treasures of his people, possibly out of the hands of you know, colonizers. Could happen.
Yeah.
Could be true.
Could be. We don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's the episode. We put the coin into the is it into her butt?
It's in her back.
Okay. I think it would be funny if we put it in her butt. But
yeah, don't put coins up hippos' butts, people. It's not a good idea.
No, do it. I want to see what happens to those people.
They're gonna die if they do that.
That's fine.
Charlie, hippos are some of the deadliest animals that exist.
That's why they're great. They're just little guys. Just don't get.
They are very big guys.
They're little guys. Leave them be. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll leave them be because I'm scared of them.
They're amazing. They're beautiful.
They are. They are majestic creatures, but still very scary.
So, and then the hippo opens its mouth, and hey, look, it's a wonderful, beautiful, priceless artifact. A
diamond scarab.
Pretty.
Wow.
Wow. We did it. We wrapped
this
up
is your reminder that diamonds are a scam.
Diamonds are a scam?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because jewelry companies wanted to create scarcity to drive up diamond prices. So they locked a bunch of diamonds in a vault and only release a few at a time.
Interesting.
There's a lot more to it. That's just very, very simplified.
The Great Diamond Authority is a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Fun things to know. Well,
I mean, I just now got the reference that you made.
You're welcome. Scooby-Doo. We did it. We Scooby-done. You're welcome. New outro for the show. We Scooby-done.
We Scooby-Done. Oh boy. No, it's just we're Scooby-Done. We are Scooby-Done. Every time there is something happening. Okay, so trivia. Guess what, Ethan? Yeah. It's Terra time again. I gotta sing it every time. Let's talk some trivia. So we already mentioned the hey look, the last episode they did the Universal Studios big monsters, and then we get the Mummy in this episode. So yeah, that was trivia. It's probably based on the Universal Studio Mummy. Yep. Yeah, the name of the mummy, they say is a play on Princess Ananka that was in the sequel to the sequels that come after the Mummy. Makes sense. Which is a play on the word Ankh, which is an Egyptian hieroglyph that means life, which we touched on earlier. Yeah, it's probably just a play on the Egyptian word that already exists. Yeah. Fun stuff. Very fun. Yeah, so they say that this fake pharaoh was the feared and the richest of all of ancient Egypt. Lived about 3,000 years ago. So this is actually a period of Egypt where we have Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Funnily enough, those are actually opposite of what you think they would be, because of how the River Nile goes. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Upper Egypt is actually in the south. Lower Egypt is in the north. It's fun shit. Very fun. So the possible real life person this could be based off of, who had a lot of wealth, is Pharaoh. How do you say this name? Susanese, yeah. I'd go with that. That's just a pure guess. I have no idea. Pure guess here. Susanese won. He had silver inlaid with gold in his coffin. Wow. Good shit. And then there's a few other guys. Well, Hatshepsut. Well, Hatshepsut wasn't a guy, but... Nope. But hey, she had a lot of beards drawn on her. She did. She still looked hot. Trans rights for Hatshepsut, I guess. Honestly, trans rights for Hatshepsut. Okay, and then Tutmosis. I want to say you don't say the TH the way, but I don't think so. Okay. And Ramses II. Yeah. They were super rich guys. And then hey look, I talked about this. You did, yeah. I talked about Where's My Mummy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Velma disguised herself as Cleopatra in this episode, just like in Where's My Mummy.
Also, like, literally, some of the same plot is happening.
I've not seen this, so I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely done way fucking better. But, like, also
I'm
there's
sure.
people turning to stone because of a curse.
Oh, God.
So, what is that? What's up with everybody in this quick drying cement? Like,
Unclear.
where are they getting this? Okay, this is saying that there's only, like, the two disguises of Shaggy as Mark Antony, Velma as Cleopatra, but, like, we also had Scooby with the karate and the
that
the
wasn't
little guy.
explicitly used to disguise him, though.
Those are still costume changes. I still count them.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes these things are weird where they, like, count things that you wouldn't count, and then I'm like, I would count that. Like,
Sure.
this says we don't have any traps. Scooby trapped it.
Unclear.
Unclear. The Scooby Snacks bribe was one box. Just a whole box, because Scooby ate it all.
Box.
Super Scooby to the rescue.
6 counts of zoinks in this episode. I think that's the most we've had so far.
Yeah, I'd say so. And then I love that we have, like, Gangway as one of them. Not as popular, but, like, I do love when they say that. I think it's funny. It's
Me
cute.
too. Okay, this is interesting. So, when this was adapted into a comic book, it was renamed Somebody's Mummy, and the professor was given a name, Artifacts.
Artifacts.
The puns. They keep coming.
Always. It's Scooby-Doo. What would you expect?
Nothing less.
Yeah. More importantly, there are Legos based off of this. We have Shaggy, Scooby, and the Mummy. And then, like, there's a Lego Dimensions level.
I never played Lego Dimensions, so I don't know about this.
I never did either. I don't know these things, but now I'm vaguely interested. Anyway, fun shit.
Very fun.
We love when Scooby gets adapted.
Yes.
Okay, well, my friend, my dude.
Yes.
Whose side are we on here?
Honestly, Dr. Najee, to be perfectly honest with you.
Same. I was gonna agree there. I was gonna say that. Yeah, let's just go with the man who's like, it's kind of his stuff anyway, more than it is yours. So
and, like,
let him have
he was trying to figure out, I mean, sure, he could have been trying to sell off the diamond scarab for money.
We don't actually know that.
But we don't know that,
do
is what I'm saying. And, like, he's also an archaeologist, presumably. Maybe he was just trying to find it for the good of the field and for historical purposes. We don't know.
Who knows? Maybe he found it and he wanted to, like, keep it with his people. And instead, they took it, and then he's like, whatever.
Well, I thought that they said it was on loan or something.
Oh, is it on loan? Okay.
Let me look. I'm trying to find it again.
I don't remember what's up. I gotta see the episode 5th time.
It doesn't say if the mummy was on loan from somewhere else. Yeah, it's never said.
It's never said why we have this mummy. Yeah, also the other funniest joke in the episode where Shaggy's like, 3,000? He doesn't look a day over 2,000. Shaggy's dumb jokes. They get me.
Yep. So was this a good mystery, Charlie?
I feel bad saying that most of them aren't good mysteries. I feel bad.
Listen, they're going to have to make mistakes so they can learn from.
You're right. I mean, yeah. You know what? You know what's a good mystery? Scooby-Doo in Where's My Mom? That's a better mystery. I enjoy that one far more than this one.
We'll get there in like 5 years or however long.
That's one of the ones that I grew up with, and I remember watching in like the DVD player that we had in our car. Like
on road trips?
Yeah.
What was it? A DVD player that was attached to the car, or was it like one of those portable DVD players?
That was like in the car.
Okay.
Very bougie.
No, my grandma's SUV had one of those in it.
It's fun stuff. Well, yeah, the mysteries will get better someday.
They will.
We still only had 2 people as our suspects, but like, did we even really suspect the professor? No,
we didn't.
No,
because we're still in the era of tropes.
Yeah.
And not subverting them.
Yeah. We won't get to subverting tropes for a while. It's okay.
No, that won't be until like our lifetime.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Ethan, we Scooby-Dunned it.
We did.
But now it's time to split up and look for clues for our next mystery.
Bye.
You can follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram.
Perry. This has been stuck in my head for the past 2 weeks.
That is fair. It is very catchy.
And Abby's been making fun of me for it.
Surely she knows Phineas and Ferb at least.
She does. She's been singing it with me. So that's good.
Very good. Very, very good.